Hello, Yva here with yvaloveearts, and today I will be doing some more index cards for the Index Card a Day challenge over at daisyellowart.com. And I'm just starting off by doing some jelly printing with my mini Gelli plates. I like to use up the leftover paint on my mat by wetting it down and picking it up with an extra card, and I can use that as a background later. So this first card, I'm just outlining these hearts with a Posca paint pen and thickening up the lines a little bit. And next I am taking my white jelly roll pen and I'm just writing out the poem by E. Cummings. It's I Carry Your Heart With Me. And I would read it to you, but I think that might be against copyright rules. So I'll find a link to it and put it below if you're interested in reading the poem. It's one of my favorites. And it's going to be a pretty simple card. I'm just handwriting this out, and then I'll probably outline it and be done. And oops, I got some ink where I didn't want it to be, so I couldn't just leave it alone, of course. I brought out some gesso and figured it was an easy enough fix, so just covering up, giving it a quick dry, and then I'll add some paint to it with my finger and fix it up. So that wraps up this card. It's pretty simple, but came out cute, I think. And then we'll move on to the next card. And in this one was just a wipe off page that I did with my brayer. And I just saw this mason jar in it with some flowers in the shapes. So I'm taking my Stabilo All Pencil and I'm outlining the shapes that I saw and creating simple little jar of flowers. And I'm just outlining the ink, activating it, and it will be permanent after it dries. And then I'm just taking some cerulean blue and golden high flow acrylic paint in my water brush and creating some blues for the translucent jar. And I wanted to add in some more color, so I brought in some yellow for the base and I believe some teal for the, I don't know, sky. I'm not sure, just wanted to add some more color. Sorry I'm off camera here, but I'm just taking up some of this extra paint and throwing it onto one of the index cards from earlier that I'll be using later. And that pretty much wraps up this card. I was going to add some white highlights but decided against it. So then we'll move on to card number 16, and I'm just outlining these squares with my Stabilo All Pencil, one of my favorites. Activating it with my water barrel brush and kind of blending out those lines. So next I'll take my Memento black ink pad and outline the edges, and then take my Fude Ball 1.5 pen and outline the shapes that I see in the different colors of this card. It's a really easy and fun activity for me. It's relaxing, so I think it looks pretty neat too. It reminds me of that saying, coloring inside the lines or outside the lines. Well, I color first and then I add the lines, so there you go. And that pretty much wraps up this card, so give you a quick look at that one and move on to the next one. And with this one, I just so happened to be on prompt this day. It was a landscape, and of course I looked at this and saw water, so I'm just taking my Fude Ball 1.5 pen and drawing in a little landscape silhouette scene here of the tropical sort. See some little palm trees and houses, buildings. Then I decided to add some more water, so I grabbed my, I believe it's, I don't know if it was teal or cerulean blue, but it was the golden high flow acrylic paint that I had laying around. And just using my flat brush to draw in some horizontal lines, add some color, make it look like water. Then I'll grab a Peacock Feathers Distress Ink pad and line the edges. And next I'm going to use these little wooden icon words that Anne Williamson sent to me. And I'm going to paint them with some color art silks. It says follow your bliss. And when I think of tropical scenes like this, I definitely think of bliss. So thought this sentiment fit perfectly. So I'll just give it a quick dry, and it had some little dots on the back, but you could see them, you know, behind the words. So I just took those off and decided to use some Aleene's tacky glue to attach them to the card. Now here I decided to add some reflections in the water, and I really shouldn't have used such a dark color. I think I used the black watered down, and I probably should have used a dark blue because I didn't like the way it looked. So I'm just going to do my best to water that down and add some blue on top. So then I decide to add some blues to the edges and the bottom. And then I'm pretty much done with the card, and I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. And I hope you enjoyed watching this video today. If you did, give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and leave me a comment below if you have any questions or just want to spread some love. Thanks again. Bye.